It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. And you're watching Sports Icons. Subscribe. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Champ.
So to follow on from the previous video there, and had I known about this one to start with, I'd have done them both at the same time, so I do apologise for that, it's not on purpose. But the previous one, in a nutshell, was Wilder. He gave like a little essay where he said about Tyson Fury, he's avoiding him, he's not being a man of his word, all that kind of thing. He admits that Anthony Joshua offered him more money than what he got for fighting Tyson Fury, and he turned that down to fight Fury, all that kind of stuff. So go check out that video. In fact, that video will pop up at the end of this one, just so you don't have to go looking for it. On this one, he released a video footage of himself speaking about the whole glovegate saga, calling Tyson Fury a cheat. Now, first things first, all the things that Wilder's saying, I hope he can back it up. I really hope he can, because he could be liable to be sued for Lord knows what from Tyson Fury. There's a defamation of character and all that kind of stuff. And he's going to have to prove a lot of this. Okay. Now, what Wilder's saying here is that he speaks about the cut on the inside of his ear, and no brand new glove can do that. He speaks about the dent in his forehead on the side of his head. He speaks about disloyal trainer Mark Breland, who's been with him for was over a decade. He's a disloyal trainer, plus other things. So what he's saying is he's backing up all the claims that all his fanatical fans have been putting out on videos for quite some time. And it's unbelievable, really, that Wilder, I never thought that Wilder would actually come out and say that he believes all this himself. Of course, he's looking for an excuse, but this is 8 months deep. First of all, why is it taking so long? Second of all, why haven't you taken Tyson Fury to court? I mean, why are you not proving any of this? And if you can prove all of this, me and many other people will have to go, okay, cool, Tyson Fury cheated, he needs to be stripped. But I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think that this is just Wilder's mind that he can't accept defeat. And he's trying to prolong and hold on to some of his fan base are absolutely toxic, but he's just trying to hold on to this fan base. He's trying to save face, is what he's trying to do. Now, he speaks about the gloves in the first fight. Okay, well done, Sherlock Holmes. It's only 18 months to 2 years later. So why suddenly now? I mentioned about the first fight. The fact that, was it Ricky Hatton who adjusted the glove of Tyson Fury at the end of one of the rounds? Lifted it up a little bit because it was getting a little bit floppy. He said that gloves don't do that. Do they not? Well, they do when they're Everlast MX gloves made of horsehair and they get wet through sweat. They do flop around and they will start to slip. So yes, it did get adjusted, and many other fighters have gloves adjusted. So if that's really your excuse, I mean, it's pretty lame, isn't it? But as far as the rematch is concerned, calling Mark Breland, a guy who's been with him day after day for over a decade, calling him, what, a snake? Calling him disloyal? Come on now, absolutely disgraceful behaviour, absolutely disgraceful. And as far as the cut on his ear, well, first of all, didn't the doctors confirm that it was a cut on the inside of the ear canal? Not on the outside of the ear, but the inside of the ear canal. What glove is going to get through an ear hole? I'd like to know that one. Which glove, whether it be the thumb or any part of the glove, is going to get that far down where blood starts coming out of the ear canal? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. A dent in the head? Okay, well maybe that dent in the head has always been there. Maybe it happened in sparring. Maybe it happened for other reasons. Maybe it didn't happen in that fight. Or maybe Tyson Fury hit him and Wilder has some weak bone density due to, I don't know, maybe steroid use. We know that he's always injured. He's always having surgery. Is this a masking way to mask up steroids? As Shannon Briggs, didn't he say that Deontay Wilder is the biggest drug cheat in boxing? I don't know if Deontay Wilder has been taking steroids. I have no idea whatsoever. But it's a theory, is it not? It's absolutely disgraceful that this man would stoop to that kind of level. But he can say this because of his degenerate fan base will back him up. It doesn't matter what it is that he says. They will back him up. But let's just say that there was something wrong with Tyson Fury's glove in the first fight. Oh, okay. Didn't you say that you could walk through Tyson Fury's punches after the first fight? You know what you said? He's got pillows for fists, never hurt him, never dazed him, can't punch for toffee, all that kind of stuff. But there's a problem with the gloves. So what difference does it really make? What difference does it make? Absolutely none, right? In the rematch, okay, so you got bounced around quite a bit, okay. But didn't you say that you were feeling not great before the bell because of the costume? Isn't that what you said? Didn't Yahoo Sports pick up on that? So what? Now it's to do with Tyson Fury's gloves. Okay. So even if there was a little bit of thread or it wasn't sewn properly and it caused a cut on Deontay Wilder's ear, okay, is that why you lost the fight? Because you had a little bit of blue blood coming out of you? Oh dear. Oh really? Now, it doesn't matter really how you look at this. Even if Tyson Fury cheated, which he didn't, first and foremost, Wilder, does he not need to be looking at his own manager, trainer, JD's, who's in the dressing room with Tyson Fury, getting wrapped up and gloved up? How did his own manager, trainer, miss that then? How did they get it past the WBC Commission? How did they get it past the Nevada State Athletic Commission? How did they get it past the referee who checked the gloves before the bell? How did they get it past the commission again after the fight when the gloves and the wraps are handed to them? How did he get past all that? Tyson Fury must be a goddamn genius. He's got to be, isn't he? He really has to be a genius. But he's not a genius. Because Wilder, it's you and your fanatical fan base, your little conspiracy theories, deflecting blame like you always do. You got battered. That's all there is to it. You got battered. And the one guy who did show compassion to you by throwing in the towel, you call him a disloyal trainer? Well, if you really believe in Glovegate, then shouldn't you be looking at JD's and calling him disloyal, as he was the one who quite clearly missed what was going on with Tyson Fury's gloves? But he didn't miss anything, did he? Because there's nothing wrong with the gloves. As I said, you're going to have to prove all this, Wilder. You're going to have to prove it. You need to man up, accept that you got battered, and make a comeback. You allowed the third fight to fall apart due to contract. You allowed all that. But now, because you're in no man's land, now, thankfully, I don't have to fight Tyson Fury again. I'm going to get bounced around the canvas again. Thank God. Now I can be a big, brave soldier and come out on Instagram and say something. But where have you been for the last 8 months other than twerking? What have you been doing? It's all bullcrap, isn't it, Wilder? The whole lot of it is bullcrap. And as I said, if any of you lot out there are watching his degenerate channels out there, shame on you. Shame on you. I know it's entertaining from one point, but hopefully you're not buying into them. Hopefully not. Anyway, here's what it is. Wilder, here's a real question. What are you going to do about it? If you really believe all that, and you can prove all that, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Are you going to sue Tyson Fury? Are you going to sue Bob Arum? Are you going to sue the Nevada State Athletic Commission? Are you going to get rid of your own trainer for missing it? Are you going to sue the referee that he missed it too? What are you going to do? Is it just words? Probably. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.